Welcome back. By now, you've gotten yourself out of Google jail by getting to the root of the problem, correcting any policy violations, and also any circumventing systems violations. And if you followed along in the last lesson, you're also Google Healthcare certified, giving you that sturdy leg to stand on when you contact Google. In this lesson, we'll go over some best practices for staying out of Google jail so that you don't find yourself receiving further violations going forward. If you've somehow found yourself in this lesson and haven't yet gotten out of Google jail, I recommend navigating back through the other lessons and taking care of your violations before proceeding. All right, let's begin. These are my 5 best practices to make sure you stay out of Google jail. I know firsthand that it's easy enough to learn these things and then forget them when it comes time to generate content for your online business. Especially consider how often you have to create and update your business online presence. So that's why I've created this checklist you can use every time you go to change your business online presence, be it keywords, ads, or landing page. Use the checklist to make sure you get it right. And before you know it, you won't even need the checklist. This will become like a second language to you. But in the meantime, save time and peace of mind with a checklist in hand. All right, so without further ado, let's talk about these best practices. My first best practice for you is to create generalized, non intrusive, very open ended ad copy. And let me explain what I mean by this. I know personalizing ads is something people do, and for good reason. The truth of the matter is, personalized advertising improves user experience and increases ROI for advertisers. However, Google has specific policy standards that governs how advertisers deploy personalized advertising. If you say something like, "Do you have back pain?" or "Are you overweight?" Google sees that as intrusive. They don't want users feeling targeted in a way that makes them uncomfortable. Personalized language like "you" or others suffering from a condition will get your ad flagged in no time. What you want to do is use general, non intrusive language. Talk about the product or service without making it about the person. Instead of, "Are you struggling with back pain?" say something like, "Many people find relief from back pain with this treatment." This keeps it informative, respectful, and aligned with Google's standards. Next up, set realistic expectations for people who engage with your content and buy your products. Even if you're certified, it doesn't give you a free pass to make bold claims. This is especially true in the healthcare industry. Overpromising is a fast track to getting your ad pulled. Even if your product works miracles, you can't say things like, "This will cure your back pain instantly." Google wants you to set realistic expectations. They don't care if you're selling the cure to cancer. If your language makes guarantees, they'll flag it. So instead, focus on potential benefits without making absolute claims. Say something like, "May help reduce the symptoms of back pain." It's all about staying on the safe side and making sure you're not giving users false hope. Trust me, being upfront will keep you out of trouble with Google, and it will also build long-term trust with your audience. My third best practice for you, use evidence-based claims. This is all about avoiding false promises. It sounds similar to the last best practice, but there's some nuance to it. Let me break it down for you. A false promise includes things like time frames or other specific results. Google sees it like this. If you tell people they're getting one thing, but you deliver something else or nothing at all, that's a violation. You might be thinking, "Well, what if my product really does all of that?" It doesn't matter. Promises like lose 10 pounds in 2 weeks or guarantee results doesn't fly for Google. Instead, you might say something like, "Support your weight loss journey with our comprehensive program." Studies suggest that combining a healthy diet, regular exercise, and structured support can help achieve sustainable weight loss. The key here is honesty and clarity. Only talk about benefits if you have evidence to back them up. The next best practice is all about your call to action. This is important because CTAs are a big source of traffic to your landing page and online storefront. If you get these wrong, Google will definitely flag you, and no one likes to work around the red tape of Google's policies when they could be making money with online sales. So, in order to talk about this one, I need to explain the three categories of searches as identified by Google. All Google searches can be categorized in one of three ways. These three categories are informational, commercial, and navigational. Informational searches are when someone is just looking for answers like, what's the best skincare routine for dry skin? Creating healthcare ads that appeal to information centric searches is a good way to stay on Google's good side. So when your call to action says something like, buy now or sign up, Google may not like it. When it comes to healthcare advertising, Google prefers CTAs that inform, not ones that pressure. Phrases like act fast or risky, they can come off too aggressive, especially in healthcare. It's better to keep it simple and educational. Instead, use CTAs like learn more, find out more, sign up, or contact us. These CTAs are easygoing and aligned with Google's preference for informational content. They help users feel like they are making informed choices instead of being rushed into a decision. Read more, sign up, or contact us. Learn more is by far the best CTA to use. Okay, best practice number 5, keep your content professional. Here's an example of what not to do. Add copy like, you won't believe the results, followed by a lot of exclamation marks. It doesn't specify what exactly you're selling or promising, and the overuse of punctuation just adds to the ridiculousness of it. Google doesn't like to see improper punctuation like the overuse of exclamation marks. It might sound small, but adding those extra 2 or 3 exclamation marks makes your ad seem over the top and aggressive, which Google doesn't like. You should also avoid anything that could be perceived as clickbait or manipulative. Keep it straightforward, no exaggerations, and always maintain a professional tone. And by the way, as a general rule of thumb, Google permits the use of occasional exclamation mark in ad description text, but never permitted in the headlines. Okay, to correct this one, it's simple. Stick to straightforward, factual language. Say something like, clinically tested for effectiveness or research-backed treatment options available. Limit the exclamation marks to just one in the ad description text, if you're going to use them at all. And remember to keep them out of the headlines. This way, you're building trust with your audience and staying on Google's good side at the same time. And there you have it. There are the 5 best things you can do to ensure you're staying compliant with Google's ads policies. Before you go on to the next lesson, make sure you've downloaded the checklist I've mentioned before. This checklist will help you stay out of Google jail by guiding you on how to write your ad copy and landing page copy. If you're interested in advanced Google workshops so you can stay even more informed and on top of your game, fill out the form after this lesson to join my emailing list. You'll be the first to know about my upcoming workshops. Now, navigate to the next and final lesson. In this lesson, I'll teach you how to go beyond merely surviving with your Google Ads account and how to start thriving. I'll see you there.